9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
In this thing we call hip hop, there's a lot of artists that we love and that we admire. There was a time in hip hop where your catalog of music basically made you a legend or icon. You had to have skills, of course, but when you start talking about the best of the best, it was about who really had the best music. You know what I mean? So today I'm challenging anybody who loves this culture. Tell me who has a better catalog of music than Ghostface Killer. That's my question. Who has a better catalog of hip-hop music than Ghostface? And that's the challenge. Who has a catalog of music that can rival Ghostface catalog? I would love to know, get some opinions. Who can rival Ghostface Killer's catalog of music? My personal feeling on it, I don't think there's many people. I don't think there are many hip-hop artists who have a better overall catalog of music than Ghostface. That is a very short list. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. I'm just asking for opinions. When you start breaking down Ghostface's catalog, Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Fish Scale, Wizard of Poetry. What else he got in there? He got More Fish, The Big Dope Rehab. Who else is there that can top those albums? It's a short list. In the early 2000s, man, Ghostface was probably the most consistently good MC. Over and over again, Ghostface did not disappoint. I remember being mildly disappointed in the Big Dope Rehab, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible by no stretch of measure. Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Fish Scale, Pretty Tony. That's the one I was forgetting. I was forgetting about Pretty Tony. That's 4 good to classic albums. Who can top that? It's a short list. You can argue, you could probably say Jay-Z. Some people may argue Jay-Z. Some people may argue Nas. Maybe Q. See, big, I mean, you know, of course, all of this is subjective. It's a matter of opinion. But when you start talking about, like, the totality of it, Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Fish Scale, Pretty Tony, Wizard of Poetry. Think he had more fish in there. I'm forgetting one. Yo, those albums are hard to top, man. And they came in like he was just consistently good. Bulletproof Wallets. Damn, how can I forget about Bulletproof Wallets? Like, Ghost has so many good albums that it's hard for me to even, like, and I'm doing this off the top of my head to keep up with it. So, you saying, I think it went Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Bulletproof Wallets. Then I believe it was Pretty Tony, Fish Scale, More Fish, The Big Dope Rehab, and Wizard of Poetry. Like, those albums were good. You might not want to call all of them classic, but they were pretty damn good. I would say he got 3 classics in there, arguably 4. So I don't know what artist has put out that much good work. If there's another name out there that I'm forgetting, throw it out there. Throw it out there in the pot. We can debate it. I don't think anybody has done that well. Now that's just my opinion, but I don't think anybody has done that well. The names that come to mind, let's unpack it. Let's start with Rakim. Got Paid in Full, Follow the Leader, Let the Rhythm Hit Her. That's 3. And you might want to say Solo Wise, The 18th Letter. So that's 4 good albums for Rakim. So who else did you throw out there? You could say KRS-One. You know, if you count the Boogie Down production stuff, he got Criminal Minded, By Any Means Necessary. KRS Mike. As I'm sitting here thinking about it, you got Return of the Boom Bap, you got the self-titled album KRS-One, I Got Next. After I Got Next, KRS kind of lost me. So let's say he got 4 to 5. Pretty good. Nas. Illmatic, It Was Written. Stillmatic. Maybe I Am. But after, you know, I think Ghost catalog is better than Nas's. I think his is better. I think he got a better catalog than Nas. From top to bottom. Ghostface Killer's catalog is better than Nas's from top to bottom. Who else people put in their top 10? Let's say Tupac, you know what I mean? Tupac got, you know, Machiavelli, Me Against the World. Let's say Tupac got a solid 2 or 3. All Eyes on Me. Me Against the World, Machiavelli, and All Eyes on Me. Yo, Viz, I'm just going through names that, you know, people may argue got a better catalog than music than Ghostface, but me personally, I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, I guess Jay-Z probably would be the one that makes the most sense. Nas's catalog is not better than Ghostface's. Let me see who else. Who else did I say? I said Nas. Ghostface catalog is better than Rakim's. His catalog is better than Nas's. His catalog is better than Tupac's. His catalog is better. It's hard for me to come up with a name. The only name that I feel like you could throw out there that would make sense would probably be Jay-Z. Because I mean, all of this is subjective, right? But when you start talking about, when you say Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Bulletproof Wallets, Fish Scale, Pretty Tony, I'm missing one, Wizard of Poetry. Like you're talking about, these are good to great albums. Yeah, I knew it was coming. It's blasphemy. Well, hey, to each his own. You know? Hey, Viz, I just tried, man. Facebook, they got a conspiracy against us, man. They don't want us building. Ghost has the best catalog, period. He's the most diverse artist in hip-hop. You know what? I think you could make an argument for Jay-Z. You know what I mean? As far as the versatility, Jay-Z has been extremely, pretty consistent to me. Some people are going to disagree with that. But to me, he's been very consistent. Hey, Viz, I see your 36 seasons. 36 seasons. I'll put it to you like this. Everything Ghost put out after Wizard of Poetry didn't grab me like that. So I tend to lean on the opposite side of Wizard of Poetry. Everything was good to me up to that point. 12 Reasons to Die, 36 Seasons, you know, Apollo Kids, all of those albums. I mean, they were alright, but they ain't really, you know, get a lot of burn with me. Like it was, shit was changing. But his first 6, crazy. Hey, Search, being that you disagree with what I'm saying, who has the better catalog? Who got a better? Throw me some names who you feel like got a better catalog of music than Ghostface. Because I'm just curious to know who those people will be. Other than Jay-Z. I don't think Nas's catalog is better. I think you can, you know, I look at Illmatic as the greatest hip-hop album ever. You know what I mean? But if I had to choose between Supreme Clientele and It Was Written, me personally, okay, let's do the tail of the tape. If you were saying Nas, right? Nas wins off of Illmatic. Illmatic versus Iron Man, I choose Illmatic. Illmatic is the greatest hip hop album ever to me. It Was Written, Supreme Clientele. I'm taking Supreme Clientele. I Am versus Bulletproof Wallets. I tend to lean more towards Bulletproof Wallets. Nostradamus versus Pretty Tony. I'm taking Pretty Tony. Stillmatic versus Fish Scale. Now that's a very interesting one. Just for the sake of argument, I'll give that one to Nas. I would take Stillmatic over Fish Scale, but it's very close. Then you say, what was next? Godson. What was Ghost's next one? What came after Fish Scale? Was it More Fish? I believe it was More Fish. So we'll say More Fish and Godson. I think I will probably take. I'll probably take More Fish. Godson had his moments. But I think overall, I think I would take More Fish. Apollo Kids was solid, but it was like, you know, like I said, it didn't get the burn that I gave some other Ghostface other works. And not to even mention those mixtapes, man. Them Hidden Dark joints was crazy. Them J Love Hidden Dark Ghostface albums was crazy. Crazy. All right, what came after More Fish? Was it was Wizard of Poetry next, or was it Big Doe Rehab? Because I think, yeah, I would overall, man, Ghost catalog is better than Nas. Even though Nas got joints in there, but I think it's better. You know, and once again, all this is just opinions, subjective, but according, you know, to my ear, I tend to lean more towards Ghostface's catalog, even though Nas got joints that I absolutely love. Let me see who else. Name some more top 10. His catalog is definitely better than. Don't come to me with no Jadakiss and any of them dudes, because Ghostface catalog is definitely better than theirs. Okay, Big Doe Rehab. Okay, yeah. LB, who has a better catalog of music than Ghostface Killer? Because we're going to do some tail of the tapes around here. People like to talk this hip-hop stuff and give their opinions. Well, here it is, live and direct. Build with somebody who know what they talking about. We're going to make it make sense. And I'm going to start having these conversations and debates more and more. Because there's a lot of people with strong opinions. But what you find is when you building with people, they have no idea about the artist you're talking about. I'm surprised somebody didn't hop on here, give their opinion, who ain't never listened to a Ghostface Killer album. Wizard of Poetry was after which one? It was after Big Doe Rehab, right? I think Wizard was after the Big Doe. And all solid albums. Like, I would not call the Big Doe Rehab a classic, but it has some of my all-time favorite Ghostface Killer records on it. So I'm saying Ghostface was always consistently good. He never put out what I would consider a dud. I can't think of not one dud that Ghostface has put out. There are albums that I like more than others, but I cannot think of an absolute bomb. Wizard of Poetry came before. Okay. Yeah, cause he got solid joints, man. I'm gonna pull that up while I'm sitting here not doing that. Let's see the order of this, because I think we right though. I think we are correct. Yeah, I think yeah, okay. So the order was Iron Man was 96, Supreme Clientele was 2000, Bulletproof Wallace 2001, Pretty Tony was 2004, then was Fish Scale in 2006, More Fish was 2006 as well, Big Doe Rehab 2007, Wizard of Poetry was 2009, Apollo Kids is 2010, 12 Reasons to Die 13, 36 Seasons 14, 12 Reasons to Die 2, Ghostface Killers, and Supreme Clientele 2 is supposed to be coming. So with that, I don't know who could really, you know, box with Ghost in that realm, because like I said, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His first 8 albums Even though they all aren't classics, they all were pretty damn good, man. They all were pretty good. Like, I gotta give it to them. I think in the early 2000s, Ghostface was probably the most consistently good MC. And I feel like out of those 8, if I just say Iron Man, Supreme Clientele, Bulletproof Wallets, Fish Scale, Big Doe Rehab, and Wizard of Poetry, I think those can rival, just those albums alone can rival anybody's catalog. Now, once again, this is subjective. This is just my opinion. I don't think it's a long list of people who were consistently good as Ghostface Killer. And if they are, who are the artists that has catalogs that can mirror this or that are better? I personally can't come up with no names. I would say I can see if somebody said Jay-Z, I think that could make sense. I mean, depending on, you know, your opinion and the type of music you like. You say Jay-Z. I don't think Nas's catalog is better than Ghost. However, I do think Nas has albums that are iconic, that may be more Illmatic to me is the greatest hip-hop album ever. But I think overall, the totality of the albums, I don't think Nas's catalog is better than Ghostface. Let's say Rakim got 4. I'm just thinking of people put in the top 10 that maybe make sense catalog wise. Most people, if you got a solid 4, most people put you. You probably make somebody's top 10. If you release 4 really good albums, if you got 4 really good albums, most people put you up pretty high. So when I look at it, Ghostface, this dude got 8, and this is not even including the mixtapes. Those J-Love mixtapes, Hidden Darks, was really dope. Then you got the Theodore Unit stuff, Wu Massacre, and different things, other projects that he was involved in that was all pretty dope. So I don't know who can rival Ghost. Maybe Ice Cube? How many does Cube have? Certainly not Big Daddy Kane. Certainly not Slick Rick. I personally, even though Snoop got joints, I don't think Snoop's catalog is better than Ghost. Depending on what side of the country you from, maybe Scarface. As much as I'm not saying that Ghost is a better MC than some of these people. The argument is just from top to bottom, from album 1 to today, who has the better catalog of music? You said maybe Cube. Okay, let's do the tail of the tape with Cube. Now we know America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate are the 2 for Cube that would keep him in conversation, right? After that, what do we have? What does Cube have after Death Certificate? Okay, maybe you can say Kill at Will, the Kill at Will joint, but that was an EP. The Predator. Predator was good, not classic, but good. Then after that, what comes after the Predator? See, I think Cube loses after his first 3 albums. With Ghostface, you're talking about a solid 6. I say 8, but I'm not mad at somebody who would say 6. Lethal Injection? Okay. Maybe. But I'm still I would take Fish Scale and Bulletproof Wallets. Now I'm just taking Iron Man and Supreme Clientele out of the conversation. And I'm focusing on Fish Scale, Pretty Tony, Big Doe Rehab, and those joints. I think Ghost gets killed. I think Ghostface overall catalog of music is better than Ice Cube's. Cube got America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate. Those are the two that will keep Cube in the GOAT conversation. Yeah, Ghost is my guy too. But if you throw a name out here that makes sense, like I would say that makes sense. So to me, if somebody said Jay-Z, that makes sense to me. If somebody says, even though I would disagree with it, if you said Nas, hey, you know, to each his own. These things are opinion. A lot of the people that I would put in my top 10, their catalogs aren't better than. One just came to me. Maybe Common. Visit what you think about Common's catalog. Common is one of those dudes that's not. Okay, I'm gonna come out. I'm posting up some more names out here. I think Common has a very good catalog of music. I think Busta Rhymes has a very good catalog of music. I think let me see who else would make sense. And I'm trying not to be biased. I think over the past, maybe, you know, since 2000, since Cuban Links 2, I think Raekwon has closed the gap just a little bit, even though I still got to go doing it, win it if they're in a head-to-head. But I think Cuban Links 2, Shaolin versus Wu-Tang, and The Wild were all solid albums from Raekwon. KRS-One has a dope. Yeah, when you add the BDP albums with KRS-One, now with me, this is what I give KRS-One. I give him Criminal Minded. I give him By Any Means Necessary. I give him, maybe, it depends on my mood, like entertainment. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it, sometimes I'm not. Then you got, the Blue Planet Hip Hop. Those are mood albums for me. I have to be in the mood to listen to them. I just don't go for them. He got Return. So let me see. From BDP, I give him 2. From Solo, I would say Return of the Boom Bap. Then you got the self-titled album, KRS-One, and I Got Next. I thought all 3 of those were solid ass albums, yo. I thought all 3 of those were solid albums. So KRS-One, he lost me after I Got Next, but he got a strong 5. If you throw BDP in there, he got a strong 5. But once again, Ghostface has 8. And you can disagree with me on the 8, but he got, to me, 8 solid albums. Yo, hold on, let me do them in order. Black Thought. Okay, Black Thought. Let's do the tale of the tape with Black Thought. Okay, most of his stuff has been the roots, so we have to start with the roots, which kind of makes it unfair a little bit because you talking about a team. And rest in peace to Malik B. But the Roots got, you know, you got the Organized album. Then you got, which most people aren't even aware of that one, but that was truly the first one. Then you got Do You Want More, which is a dope album. But once again, Malik B is heavily there. Then you have the Illidale for Life joint. Those are more like group albums. So with Black Thought, I have to start at the point where Malik B was less present. And really, you start to see that at Phrenology, which I personally did not like that album. Black Thought is an amazing MC. If we were ranking MCs, maybe I could rank Black Thought ahead of Ghostface. But if you just talking about catalog of music, and if you start the Roots at Phrenology, Ghostface wins that easily. Let me see. I see Sean Price. Sean Price, that's my guy. Rest in heaven to Sean Price. His career just wasn't long enough. Unless you count the Helter Skelter and the boot camp stuff. Now, if you look at it from that perspective, then yeah, you can put Sean Price in there. But as far as a soloist, Monkey Ball, like I like all Sean Price albums, but he only got like 4 of them. Like Sean Price only has like 4. Monkey Balls, Jesus Christ Superstar, Mike Tyson. But if you count the mixtapes, okay, you know what? I think you just stumped me, because if you go to the mixtapes with Sean Price, you got to argue. I will sit here and agree with that. If you go to the mixtapes with Sean Price, you have a valid argument. But the problem when you go to the mixtape is Ghost got like 3 or 4 volumes of Hidden Darts that were pretty damn good. So now you're gonna run into that problem. Planet Asia, there you go. Like, okay, Planet Asia is another artist that has been consistently good. And what I would say to Planet Asia is, if you say Planet Asia got a better catalog of music than Ghostface, I'm not mad at that. I would not put up a fight. All I would say to that is I just happen to like Ghostface's music a little bit better. But Planet Asia is my guy. I like Planet Asia, but Ghost just brought a different energy. Ghost was more entertaining. So for those reasons, and I don't think Planet Asia has dropped the dud. I just think if I had to choose between Ghostface and Planet Asia, I think I would just lean towards Ghostface. Ransom. I kind of like, it's the same thing with it's subjective. These are all opinions, but I think universally, I just think Ghost is more entertaining than these dudes. And I like Ransom. Matter of fact, I love Ransom's music, and I love Planet Asia, but I just don't think that they didn't entertain me like Ghostface did. Now, the reason I would give it to Sean Price, because to me, Sean Price entertained me more. Like if I just had to choose a catalog to travel with, I would take Ghostface Killers. And that's kind of how I'm analyzing this. Like, if I had to choose now, if I have multiple trips, then yeah, they probably line up. But if I'm starting from point A going to point D, and I have to choose between these artists, I'm taking Ghostface catalog first. But Planet Asia and Ransom are dope as hell. They fire. So let me see who else. Kool G Rap. I think you can make an argument for Kool G Rap. There's a strong argument you can make for Kool G Rap. Kool G Rap is like he's one of my personal faves. Kool G Rap has never really disappointed me. Some albums are better than others and stand out. But if you go back to Kool G Rap and DJ Polo, Road to the Riches, and everything that they did, up to that point, and then with his solo works, I think you can make an argument for Kool G Rap. You can make a strong argument for Kool G Rap. I think you can make a strong argument for Kool G Rap. I think you can make a strong argument for KRS-One. Biggie has 2 albums. Tupac technically really got like 4 or 5. All the works that really came after his death, I don't, it's not the same effect. Who else would people put in the top 10? Oh, like I said, I mentioned Busta Rhymes, Common. I'm trying to think who else. Busta Rhymes, Common, Jay-Z. Hey, who's that top 5? Give me that top 5. Who can definitively say they have a better catalog of music than Ghostface Killah? That's the question. I'm waiting for the Jay-Z. I know somebody's going to throw Jay-Z in that pot, and I'm not mad at that. I think Jay-Z is a name that is worthy. I think Common is a name that's worthy. I think Busta Rhymes is a name that's worthy. KRS-One is a name that's worthy. Throw some names out there. T.I. Once again, like I said, I think T.I.'s put in the work. Some of this comes down to regions and the things that affected you. Now, me personally, I would say no, but that's just my opinion. But I'm not mad at the T.I. pick because I do understand that, he affected and has been consistent. If I look at T.I.'s catalog from top to bottom, even though I wouldn't take T.I.'s catalog over Ghostface, but my influence is different. I have a different influence and I like T.I., but I would lean towards Ghost. Does T.I. have 8 solid albums? That would be my question. Because I don't listen to T.I. enough to know his joints like that. You know what I mean? Now, me personally, I would take Rick Ross' catalog over T.I.'s. To me, Ross is a better name for the comparison. So how many fire albums does T.I. have? I don't listen to T.I. enough to give my really opinion on his catalog. I know the early ones, the ones that everybody I don't listen to them enough. So in the comment, does T.I. have 8 fire albums? With Ghostface, I'm counting 8. Now you can disagree with me. We can do the tail of the tape with any of these artists you throw out there, and we can actually see if they match up. I don't see T.I. having 8 solid albums. I just don't. But my influence is different, and I would, like I said, I would lean that way. Ooh, Too Short. Once again, that's regional. It's a regional thing. I would not be mad. He's another name that I wouldn't be mad at. But if I personally had to choose, I would say no. Too Short got 15 albums. I probably only really rock with 2 out of the 15. And those was the early ones. You know what I'm saying? The one with, Life is Too Short and all of that up there. I like Too Short's early music more than the stuff he came with later on. But once again, all of this is just opinions based on my influence and my calculations. And hip hop, according to CJ, this is how I see it, and not to say it's right or wrong. I'm gonna pull up T.I. Let me see what we can get with T.I. Because he was a name that was thrown out there. I don't even know how many albums T.I. got. Born to Mac, facts. Yeah, that's the name of it. Like Too Short joints, I rock with the early ones. You know what I mean? And I like Too Short too. Too Short is fire. But I wouldn't take his catalog over Ghostface. Okay, T.I. does have he got 8 albums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. T.I. in all has 11 albums. So if he has 11 albums, out of these 11, do they match up against Ghostface's? In my opinion, and I'm going to tell you, I don't want to be biased, so I got to be honest. Trap Music and Urban Legend were the T.I. albums that I listened to. King, T.I. versus Tip. Okay, Paper Trail, I remember having that album as well. And I did listen to the Libra that he came out with last year. Dime Trap, never heard it. Paperwork, I ain't really feel that like that. I think I tried to listen to it. Trouble Man, No Mercy. That would be a no for me, but once again, I'm not mad because T.I. he's consistently good. I would say that. I give T.I. that he's consistently good, but I would just tend to lean more towards Ghost. Twan, what up? Twan, throw it out there. Who got a better catalog of music than Ghostface? Throw a name out there. We'll go to the tail of the tape and see if they match up. But all in all, even if you choose somebody over Ghostface, let's just say you chose T.I. over Ghostface, right? You still have to admit Ghostface catalog is pretty damn solid. Luda, he's another one that I just don't think that he kind of loses steam after maybe his 4th album. Scarface is definitely a strong argument. I mentioned him earlier. Scarface is a strong argument. You can make a strong, like he's a name that makes sense to me. Yes, definitely. Scarface definitely makes sense. Scarface, MC8. I'm trying to go into other regions. Scarface makes sense. MC8 makes sense. Who else? Snoop. Maybe, even though I would disagree. If you said Snoop, I'm not mad at Snoop either. The only dud I remember Snoop really putting out was The Dogfather. Like, to me, that was like, I didn't like that album at all. But he got other ones in his catalog that were pretty damn solid, pretty good. But anyway, this is just, a healthy hip-hop conversation. You know what I mean? I'm not always correct, and I'm not above seeing that I'm wrong. But, it just got to make sense. You find yourself debating with people online about hip-hop all the time who got strong opinions who know nothing about this fucking culture. Strong opinions, but know nothing about the culture. Me, I'm a student of the culture. It doesn't matter what artist. It's not going to be unless this is somebody who's incredibly new. We can build on artists from Generation 1. We can talk about Grandmaster Caz. We can talk about Curtis Blow. We can talk about Kubo D, Melly Mel, Treacherous 3. We could talk about whoever. From back then to now. I'm a student of this culture. That's why my opinions are strong. But you find yourself dealing with and talking to a lot of people who know nothing about this culture, who will love giving their opinions. So now I make niggas check in. If you telling me, if you hop on this live and you tell me that I don't know, Jay-Z is better than Ghostface Killer, but then I ask you a question about Ghostface Killer's album and you can't answer it, your opinion does not matter. Your opinion don't fucking matter. Not to me. And that's we gotta start checking these people. Let me see your credentials. I'm not debating hip hop with you if your credentials ain't right. That's what they do. All these people, they have strong opinions, but they have no credentials. They not students. Why I'm saying Ghostface, which I'm not sitting here definitively saying Ghostface catalog can't be challenged. I'm just saying the man got one hell of a catalog, and it's not too many people who got better catalogs of music than Ghost. Point blank, period, in the story. So if you come on my live and if your credentials ain't right, you're going to get exposed. But everybody in the comment section, shout out to everybody who tuned in. Everybody, my dudes know what they talking about. Visit, you feel me? That shit happens all the time. People got these strong opinions about this culture who don't know nothing about it. They like who they like. Like, I ain't mad at you for liking who you like. But don't sit here and tell me that this artist is better than this artist when you ain't even checked for that artist. So you don't even know what they do. You just give it a whole one-sided opinion off the shit that you like. That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, listen, man, you know, I'm calm, man. I'm calm. I had a drink or two, but I'm not going off the rails. I'm not saying nothing that's not true. But sometimes you got to speak that language, man, so they understand, man. We family, man. We live in our lives. We get up, we go to work. We take care of our children, man. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that I'm saying, this is just entertainment. But sometimes you got to let people know this is the disclaimer. If you don't know what you're talking about, do not come on my live, because I'm going to embarrass you. And that's a fact. If you haven't listened to Ghostface albums and you throw a name out there and we have a healthy hip hop build on the two artists, and if you don't know shit about Ghostface, your point, everything you said does not matter. Because we're not having a conversation about what you like. The conversation is about who got the better catalog. And if you haven't listened to the other person's catalog, why the hell should we listen to your opinion? You know what I'm saying? That shit makes no fucking sense. Like, why should I listen to your opinion when you don't know what you're talking about? And more of us, you know, hip hop heads, before, I encourage everybody, man, before you engage in hip hop conversation with some of these dudes, man, check their credentials. If they ain't lining up, man, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk. If it ain't lining up, I don't want to talk. Yeah, Diamond D is the guy. Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop is like one of my favorite all-time hip hop albums. Diamond D got solid joints, you know, Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. Hatred, Passion, Infidelity. The Dime Piece, Part 1 and 2. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you throw names out here, if you throw a name on my live, and if I don't know about it, I'm going to say I don't know about it. But most of the artists you name, especially from the era, I know. I can talk to you about. Facts. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. Like, I'm done with debating with niggas who don't know what they talking about. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? They have no clue. That's what I'm talking about. It's not like I'm sitting here Googling. I'm doing this in real time. Y'all are throwing names out there, and what are we doing? We're going down the catalog of the people you name without Google. We can talk about songs on the albums or whatever. That's the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? If you really a student of the culture, then you should know. But I see more times than not, man, people come, they type real good, man. They good typers. They type very well to make their point. But don't know what the hell they talking about. But anyway, long story shorter, I appreciate y'all, man, checking in. We're going to start doing this more often. Whenever I'm off, I plan on having these healthy hip-hop debates. Hopefully somebody can get educated by it. Maybe I can give you a gem. Maybe you can give me one. You know what I'm saying? But we need to, take back control of our culture. We need to take back control of our culture, man. You know what I mean? Niggas who don't know what they talking about, the bloggers, the people that's running these magazines, and you know what I'm saying, they got the wrong people in power. They got the wrong people in power, leading people the wrong way about our culture. And that's what it is, what it is. The wrong people are in power, leading our culture the wrong way because they don't know. If you ain't got no history, if you don't know the history of the culture, how can you speak for the culture? You speaking for yourself. You ain't speaking for me. AJ, what's good? Tyrell, what's good, man? I'm off. The question of that we threw out there, I kind of went off the rails a little bit. Names of artists who have better catalog of music than Ghostface Killah. Expected that might be the illest MC out there. I ain't mad at that. He's worthy. You know what I mean? The only thing that the knock on Inspector Deck is I don't think he ever reached his full potential. And a lot of that I don't think is his fault. I think him losing that album in the flood really hurting him. And he had to rebuild and kind of create something else. He was one of the Wu-Tang members who didn't capitalize off the popularity of Wu-Tang at the time. And I think that was due to the fact that that album did get lost in the flood. But all in all, I think Uncontrollable Substance was a solid. I mean, Inspector Deck got solid albums. I can't even think of the name, the one with City High on it. Like Inspector Deck, like first 3 or 4 albums are pretty solid. Whether I would call them classic or not, you know what I'm saying? It depends on my mood. But yeah, as far as bars go, yeah, Inspector Deck is easily one of the illest that ever did. Yeah, I checked the Ghostface joints are solid, man. They solid. Now I'm gonna keep it a bean. Now I wasn't crazy about the Ghostface versus Ghostface or Ghostface versus Iron Face. Like I can't remember the exact name of it, but I wasn't too impressed with that one. But once again, I think Inspector Deck carved out his niche. I think he chose the right direction to go with his sound. That kind of like that MF Doom lane, you know what I mean? He dope. But I've been entertaining you guys for long enough. We're gonna start having these healthy hip hop debates, man. All of this is healthy. You know what I'm saying? No malice intent. It's all opinions. I'm not always right. I'm wrong. I'll be the first one to tell you that. If you able to check me on something, I'm not above learning. I'm not above being wrong. So if somebody throws something out there, you might throw something out there I ain't never thought about. It might be an artist out there who got a catalog. Well, catalogs are subjective. But the more we do this, the more we start examining MCs and things of that nature and getting back hold of our culture. My thing is this. I feel like I need to say something because the wrong people are running the culture. But anyway, y'all be easy. Peace.